Audio's rolling.
And video's rolling.
You know what else is rolling?
What?
Me.
Oh, yeah? Did you pop a Molly before this?
Absolutely.
No, Zane looks like he's been watching a lot of Backstreet Boys videos lately.
Heath, you know what? I wanted to do no hat for an episode. I wanted to show people.
It's giving
just this is my hair's at its worst right now. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let it all out. I'm just gonna
It's out already.
Thank you.
It's giving
Thank you.
Nick Carter.
It's very
definitely.
Nick Carter.
Thank you so
Nick
much.
Carter.
Just whatever you guys have in your tank, just like let it out now so we can move past it.
Speaking of Backstreet Boys, did you hear? They just announced
Sphere?
They announced a residency at the Sphere for July. They're doing.
I'm thinking second proposal.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm thinking.
Run it back.
And Heath, we look completely different from when we did it the first time.
Unrecognizable.
I say we come back.
I guarantee you could probably sneak backstage and they think you're going to go out and perform. You just got to show that hair.
Oh, no, we might be banned. We get there, we buy the tickets. We don't realize that there's like a clear atmosphere that's just like Scan's face, and it's like,
You're with the band? No, you are banned. You're not allowed to be here.
I can already see the story ties on TikTok. These two boys with a little music in the back is like, they fake proposed, but this is not the first time. They already did this before last time Backstreet Boys went on residency in Vegas.
Tune in later tonight to hear the full story.
Part two. But I think we should definitely go back. Or should we go back and apologize?
We did.
And actually do a real proposal on stage.
Backstreet Boys, please invite us back.
You ready to rock and roll, baby?
Heath, I'm always ready to rock and roll.
All right.
Let's do it.
Okay. It's coffee time, baby! Cause welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered. I'm Kevin.
Yeah.
I'm Heath.
I'm mad.
I'm Mariah.
I thought you were going to do the Backstreet Boys names.
I couldn't remember
Left me
them.
hanging there.
I froze.
Welcome back to another episode. Thank you so much for coming back. We really appreciate it. I can't believe you're here again.
So stupid. He just took his medication. Bear with him this episode.
I did not know. I did not. I'm actually waiting for another 2 hours. So I've been taking my medication for the past 2 years and you're supposed to take it the hour every day.
Yes.
And I've been all over the place. Between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'll take it somewhere in between there every single day. I thought it was like any time.
Just make it part of your routine the same way.
It is a part of my routine between 10 to 5 every day.
Zane, hear me out. Stick the pill in the puff, in the little hole.
Oh,
that
and crush it up?
Just that way, so every morning you grab it.
It's
But then
right there.
but you know what? Then I will do it still at different times. And
No, Zane would pick up his puff and be like,
Yeah. What are you doing?
so that's probably why it's not like I haven't felt any different on it. I just thought it was like,
I mean, it's not going to kill you, but I think it would toss your like just stuff off balance.
and it's been tossed for a long time.
Is this your antidepressants?
Yes, it's my
Lexapro.
So I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand. Well, let's get better at it.
I will. Well, I'm going to take it at. It's at 5:40 p.m. I know 5:40 p.m. every single day.
You have an alarm set?
No.
Let's start with that.
Well, they said at least within the hour. So
Yeah, you should set just an everyday alarm on your phone. That way, when it goes off, you're like, okay.
Like birth control, you know?
Oh,
Birth
Zane
control,
would be
you
the
can
worst girl.
birth control. Yeah, right.
No, I'm on the pill.
just pregnant all the time. I'm like that fish in that game.
I kind of remember to take
You know
it.
the pregnant fish in that game? That's what the tank game.
Oh, the tank game that we've
tank
talked about.
game.
It's wild how like birth control, though, sometimes when they're taking the pill, it's just like a sugar pill for that day.
The placebo.
Like it doesn't matter,
Oh, yeah,
but they just take it because if there was a day where you're like, oh, wait, is today the day I don't have to take it, it would just toss you legit off cycle.
So
completely.
interesting. We should try it out one time. We should buy a pack and then try
to guess which one it is.
Yeah, we flip it around, play a game.
I think they're different colors, too. It's just
they are different colors.
They are different colors. It's just you're just popping it out because it looks like a calendar. It
Oh,
looks
yeah,
like a
yeah,
month.
yeah.
I don't know. Some are on a wheel. Some are like
What's the
grid.
advent calendar? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, an advent calendar. It's like in a little chocolate, like a little design on it. They should make a birth control advent calendar. That would
Imagine like Marvel
well.
themed, like birth control. I think that's sick. That's a great campaign.
Or they should put birth control in like inside the middle of like a gummy daily vitamin, so you kind of get 2 in 1.
Yeah.
As well, so you know that you're getting your vitamins and your birth control. I don't know if
Not a bad
dissolve.
idea.
Well,
what happens if guys take it?
You know what? I do not know. I think it could affect maybe your hormones.
My hormones are
No,
already
I don't
messed
know.
up.
It's the same thing where I've always thought with like Midol. If you just had a headache and you had no Tylenol, had no Advil, had no Aleve, and you took a Midol, could it get rid of your headache? It's kind of like the
Midol's
same.
for headache? I thought Midol's for something else.
Well, it's in a similar vein. Midol is for cramps.
Yeah. Oh,
but
okay.
I think is either it's not like an ibuprofen.
Guys
or
get
an
cramps
antihistamine.
too. When I eat too much like Chipotle, I get like a little cramp.
Yeah,
I get my
menstru-
tummy pain once a month.
Yeah,
Did you
I get cramps.
Have you ever put on the thing?
No,
that's-
we want to though.
It's basically
the simulator.
a simulator of what like menstrual cramps are.
Yes.
I can't. I have never done it, but I also just can't imagine what women have to go through. Mariah,
This is. You want me to sound pick me or do you want me to lie?
What do you mean
Like,
pick
no.
me to who, guys?
I've never had a cramp in my life.
whoa!
Wow, that is so pick me.
Period.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't get cramps.
Oh,
so I would like to try it too.
Yeah.
I mean, is there other forms of like pain that it like? Do girls get headaches when they are on
But
the period?
every girl is
Everybody's
different. So like
different.
some
Yeah, you
people
could
have
get
like
headache, you could-
severe like cramps and
Some
pain
people
every
like
month.
pass out.
Oh, okay.
There's people that physically cannot move.
And people have to go to fucking work. Like
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's really like it's horrible.
You know, obviously, if you have a sick day, you have a sick day. You're so
Yeah.
sick, but it's wild for women who like can have a seriously bad period.
like
and still
actually
gotta show up to work.
bedridden.
Yeah.
Not like I
That
feel
sucks.
sick bedridden. Like you physically can't move out of like a fetal position.
Yeah.
Or it's
But,
it's
like,
really
luckily,
horrible. People
she
get
doesn't
hot
have-
flashes.
Yeah.
Like
It's
I
really
know,
bad
like
for a
my
lot of
pain that
people.
I get, like my once a month like stomach issue that I have. I know if I had to be in an office or go to work while feeling that, there's absolutely no way. So I can only imagine like other people that are like dealing with that like every month, and they are one of the unlucky groups that have the severe pain.
Yeah.
There's no way I could function and work while dealing with that.
Unfiltered's for the girls. You know what I'm saying? We are here for you.
Yeah.
We ride and die for you,
understand.
baby.
Everybody's different. I think for me personally, it does help that I dance because my whole life they haven't been severe for me at all, and they've only lasted a few days. So like I've been very fortunate, but gymnasts like don't get it at all because of how much they're working out.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Mariah, you know you're right because I'm a good dancer and I never get periods or like the cramps.
See,
So,
True.
Everybody's different.
you know, I think this is really a thing.
Yeah.
You learn something every day.
Ladies, who
here on
else?
this.
Who else dances like me and doesn't like get cramps while they have their period?
I've got.
cool.
Did you ever get a toe cramp in the pool?
Yo,
Oh, yeah.
where it locks.
That's the worst.
Cool.
Yes.
When you're swimming and then your toe is like, oh,
Where your toe will like just point
Straight.
straight.
it's just that's never
No.
happened.
Oh,
I think I need to feel like I
Oh
don't
my
like I don't
gosh.
know what you're talking about either.
I've had
Oh.
Charlie horses and like foot cramps. Wait, is a Charlie horse in your calf and a foot cramps in your foot?
Charlie horse is your thigh.
Is
yeah,
Oh.
it's more your quad.
oh,
Your
I
quad.
thought it was more my calf. Oh, okay.
You know what's worse than that though? When you scrape on the bottom of the pool
Your
with your
knee?
chin.
Or like
Oh,
when
you
you're
dove a little too.
Yeah.
I still do this a lot as as a grown woman. Like in a hot tub if you're gossiping and you're walking on your hands. Like you're like, yeah, no, and then he said
Yeah. You're always in like the silliest
You're, like,
positions. You're like
on
straddling the step rail. Like
you're like on your stomach floating, but you're walking with your
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah, a little
And then your
scrape.
knee scrapes or like the top of your foot.
The bone right here on your big toe just catch
No.
that on a
Oh,
step.
It's the worst if you
Chin.
have a scrape on your chin because there's not a Band-Aid out there that's like for your chin, and you're going to school with that shit on.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. No.
Everyone's looking at it.
The worst was when I was in high school wrestling and you would get mat burns.
Ew.
You did wrestling in high school. Oh.
You would get mat. I would have a mat burn every single month. It's so annoying. It's like worse than like a rug burn.
Oh, I can't imagine.
And it would be like they'd be on your face, they'd be on your chin. You get them on like your forehead because you're like bracing on the mat, and it's just like.
Can you lube up at all? Like put some Vaseline all in your body, but
like once you would like start sweating, it would be like easier to like slip and slide around on the mat. But when you first start out and it's like warm up time and you're on the mats and.
Oh, that mat has to smell. It's like rubber.
When they would like, because like if you were wrestling, you like have to like break an arm and like throw them forward. So then you would like hit and land on your forehead, and you would like drive, and then it would just be.
And you know that shit's dirty too. Get so infected, get ringworm,
get
and
staph, all of that. What weight class were you in?
135.
135. Is that thin? Where is that on this? Is that the light weight class?
No, I think our lightest was 103 or 105, something like that.
Do you have to be that exact? How in the world?
You have to be under it.
In order to be then what's like? You have to be between this and this.
Technically, you could wrestle up if you wanted. So like sometimes the school wouldn't have somebody at that specific weight class, so you would have to jump up.
Okay. So the coach is like, I need you to.
Yes.
Bulk up.
So there was. I'm almost positive it was 135, but like. There was a kid that was a year above me who also weighed the same weight.
Okay.
So we would wrestle for that spot for the match that was coming up. Whoever won got to wrestle that. And then whoever lost had to either jump a weight. So sometimes I would wrestle at the 140-something category, like if that kid beat me that week, whatever it was. So you would just wrestle up whatever you would be underweight for.
Got it.
Rate yourself from 1 to 10. How good were you in wrestling?
He had that glam hair. I thought they were just like,
no, it was because I had to wear it in like a what are they called? Like a mesh, like
a bun,
almost
like a hairnet kind of thing.
Yes, like a hairnet type thing. I'd have to wear that and then have the headgear over it, and it'd be my bangs would be in my eye.
I can picture that.
Have you ever seen Vision Quest?
I was maybe like a 6, 7 on a scale of 1. I was once you get to like I went to districts and like I did well. I didn't make it to I think it was like regional or district or something like that. Like I did well. I wasn't like a
Yeah, you go district, regional, state.
Right. I almost made it to state.
I would suck at wrestling, but boy, you put a little alcohol on me, I'll beat everybody. I'm so good
Zane
at
would
drunk
be doing
wrestling.
Illegal moves.
He'd be grabbing the chair. Like
he would run up in the bleachers.
You piss me off enough, I want you dead. I want you fucking dead.
So funny.
But like I feel like if I try to do wrestling right now, like I started taking classes, I think I can get good really quick.
I think
it's fun.
Or like jujitsu, I think you'd be pretty good at.
Is jujitsu more
like rolling?
It's more like chokes, arm bars, leg.
Todd busting. I'll explain.
But jujitsu. Now we sound like the Joe Rogan podcast now. Like, but is jujitsu still like in the round, like in a circle, like wrestling is? Wrestling takes place within a circle. There is a perimeter.
Yeah, in jujitsu, you would wear your gi.
Okay, got it.
And also, it's totally different. Like if you wrestle and you go to your back, like you're. Like it's different points, right? Like, so you would have like a takedown in wrestling. If you get put on your back and your shoulder blades touch, both of them, you're pinned, you're done.
I just couldn't imagine like, I got to go just get up close to somebody I don't know. Yeah. And like wrestle them. Like it's different with like other team sports. There's a bit of a distance. There's some passing. We're just trying to do points.
You can blame other people.
I gotta get up in this other motherfucker. I don't even know.
And them like like their skin all over your
face. It was like the thing is I was grossed out 100% of the time. And what they would do is people wouldn't shower on purpose. Yeah. So you would stink. And like I just remember being like on the verge of like throwing up.
Oh, that's a good tactic.
So you would just smell really bad, and then they would do it on purpose, and then they'd be like armpit on your face, and I would just have the heebie-jeebies the whole.
That makes sense. That makes sense though, because I'll be working out, and if my gloves like smell really or like something smells really bad, I physically can't lift. I have to stop and take off my gloves. Like, these smell really. I can't like lift with my gloves right now because the stink weakens
the amount of times that I'd be like, all right, I'm just done, and I would just get pinned because I'm like.
That makes sense. So
dude, it's so gross.
Well, this episode is for the ladies. Hope you guys are still here.
Stinky, sweaty wrestlers.
All right, well, let's move on to something more exciting for the ladies. This is the last episode before
We're
your
a
wedding.
married couple.
This is coming out, but this is coming out after, but this is before
Mariah,
your wedding.
you're probably right now in your wedding dress editing this, trying to push it up.
Yeah, this exact episode.
Yes.
I'm really excited to see how that picture turns out. I'm just waiting for it. I'm like imagining it in my brain.
Yeah.
She's walking down the aisle with one of those like teacher like cart things, like pushing it.
Projector.
Like the
Oh,
TV.
projector.
Yeah, with the laptop right there.
Where are we at right now? What is percentage completion of what you need to get done before?
Yeah, is everything like locked and loaded and ready to go?
97.
90, yeah, 90.
Oh, that's
98%.
amazing. That's great. For this far ahead?
I know.
That's great.
I know. We leave in almost less than a week now to fly out there. We're pretty much done. There's a few other things, like a lot of filling out like what songs play at what time for the bridal party to walk out, for us to walk out, for like different things like that. So we're kind of
just piecing it all together, or just running
all of
the run a show,
right, the run of show,
just how it's all gonna flow.
Me and Heath are talking about it. It's literally like you're planning a concert.
Yeah,
It
feels like you're putting on a play.
Yeah,
it's just like
my
lights,
God.
camera, action, places. Everybody
At this time-
places. You have to trust. Also, so many people also are on the same page, and you don't have to communicate it again to them.
You're allowed to bring in suits to a dry cleaners, right? That's allowed. Okay. I didn't know if that was like not allowed.
Yeah.
What do you think
It was a
dry cleaners do? Oh, you mean take your rental
Yeah, to like
a dry
get it
cleaner?
to get it like steam. Like just I didn't know
Also,
if like it wasn't
steamers
allowed.
are fantastic. I love the steamer. I think it's one of the best inventions of all time. A
Yeah,
fucking
it really
steamer.
is.
It's just like it does the job.
Yeah.
I could do it all day.
Oh yeah, I mean, I could just buy that instead of like taking it to a cleaners. I feel like it's so expensive taking that to cleaners.
Right. Are you talking about for his wedding?
Also,
'Cause
okay,
you guys should just have a
suit.
steamer in your room for all the men. Just
Yeah.
so,
Does
like,
anybody know what a dry cleaner is? Like, I don't.
We've talked about this. We looked up videos and
I
stuff.
don't get if it's cleaning it though. Like, it still doesn't make sense to me.
it
I
is
think it's
clean.
like high power
I think it's
steaming.
like disinfecting.
Yeah.
Because like steam does disinfect.
Yes.
You know?
But
it's a
steam
way of
is
washing.
still
And
not-
they're
I don't
putting a
think
bunch
there's,
of
like,
chemicals
soap.
in it.
But it's still not dry though. Steam is wet. What is the dry portion?
as they let it hang.
Yeah, it's just dry. So like they power it with like thick steam that
and
cleans it.
cleaning chemicals. There also have been lately. They've been saying like go to eco-friendly dry cleaners because the stuff that they put in regular dry cleaners apparently is not good for our skin.
Oh.
But then again, I'm like, I'm only wearing a dry clean something a few times a year.
Matt,
I'm not wearing a suit every day.
I bet your sweet ass that I'm sure the eco-friendly one's still bad. Still bad.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm sure
There
because
was
it's
just
like
this woman who was like, do
to me, I
not go
just-
to other dry
everything's
cleaners. I was like, okay, I'll change it up. Still go to them. I was like, okay, good to know.
I'm nervous for you guys, but I'm also really excited for you guys.
Thank you.
I hope everything goes exactly the way you picture in your head.
We did really good. We did finish the seating chart arrangement and everything like that.
Which was so fun. Oh, I know. So it's a Southern thing to not do a seating chart. That's what I learned.
We did not do a seating chart for ours. Well, we
But
had a
it's a-
seating
I-
chart for our rehearsal dinner, but the actual wedding, it was just sit wherever you
Wait.
want.
Right, but
Really?
I've never been to a wedding like that, so I was like, oh, this is interesting. So I remember looking it up on the spot, and it's a Southern thing.
Oh.
Like people were commenting, and they were just like, we do this in the South. It's just like traditionally. And it was just so interesting that different areas do
Yeah.
different things.
Do you just at least book certain seats for like family members
There's
or
plenty of seats. I don't know. We never sat down with everybody. People ate. We did not eat with our wedding party. People
Also-
ate, and then we came out, and then
They
there was still
didn't.
food.
They
and-
didn't do a seated like plated dinner.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, it was like
probably
buffet.
why it helps that you don't really need a seating.
Yes.
I don't
chart to
remember
do it
your,
like that.
where we sat on your wedding day. I only remember that party.
We were in the corner
night
right
before.
by the stage. So if you're looking at the stage,
By
we were
the
in
window.
the corner right.
Oh
by the window.
yes, okay, wow.
It's just like a way of people just sitting comfortably wherever
Yeah.
they are, and also some people are already bonding there, and they sit together, and I don't know. There's more.
You're not seated where you want to sit, so you're looking at the table that you want to sit at, and you're like, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And you end up just like scooting, pulling up a chair.
Yeah, it's always different, but that is so fun being able to like put people
It's
together
like
where they're
one
at.
big puzzle.
It's like feels like Sims.
yeah. And when you're looking at a table, you're like, that's a good ass
Yeah,
table.
they're gonna have a
Stop
good-
by that one.
Yeah, you're like they're gonna have a good time.
Every table, I don't know how we did it. Every single table makes sense. There's not one random table where it's like, those are the...
Yeah, the table 14 is what they call it, or table 16.
Right.
That's like the oddballs. Like,
I'm really excited because like the people that don't know each other, like we have some tables split with like this is one group and this is another group, but they have something in common that I'm gonna tell them. Like when we go say hi to each table, I'm gonna tell them like, by the way, you're all teachers at school districts. Like
Perfect.
Me and my mom categorize all the tables. We have like a works at a school district table. Teen dancers, adult dancers. Like we have
What table am I at, Mariah? What am I sitting at?
You're the groomsman. But we have like California 1, California 2, California 3. Like
And it's
it was
different
so
sections
fun.
like that, like California friends that are closer.
Parents of friends table. Like
Yeah.
Perfect.
And
It
Mariah
was
actually
really
has the seating shaped like the state of California. She really is going as far to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
What's my mom at? What?
Parents of friends.
Parents of
She's
friends.
with Danielle's parents. But it was fun.
I wonder if my mom's gonna find her true love.
I think a lot of
never
people are
know.
going to find love at this wedding.
Yeah,
we'll
it happens.
see.
I know people that are gonna
so
be good
excited
matches.
the morning after my wedding, like finding out who kissed who went home with who. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying tons of people went home with each other at our wedding, but there were like some
There were a
hookups.
few?
The
There were some
debrief
hookups.
must be so fun.
Yeah, it's so fun getting
Well,
the
tell
debrief.
us later.
And
Love
it's
is in the
fun.
air.
And then you'll find out just things that also went wrong on your wedding that you will not know until like the next day. And
Yeah.
it's great just having a big laugh over it.
Thoughts on proposals happening at a wedding?
Never.
No.
Fuck that.
The
No
amount
way.
of videos I've seen of people doing that is crazy.
It doesn't matter who.
No, that's
Doesn't
it's
matter
bad. Unless
Really bad.
Unless you ran it by the bride and groom and they were both cool with
You shouldn't
that.
even ask the bride and groom if that's okay.
The balls you have
Yeah.
to be like, is it okay if
Unless
I propose
the
at your
bride and groom
wedding?
is like begging you and forcing you to do it on their night. Maybe.
Yeah, it just takes complete attention away from
Yeah,
what we're
that's
here to
crazy.
celebrate. But yeah, that does happen.
Actually,
or people
honestly-
get drunk and they just think it's a perfect moment. We're already with all
Yeah.
the family. Let's do it. Come
do
on,
it now.
sweetheart. Let's get back. I don't know.
Honestly, Heath and Mariah probably wouldn't mind it because it takes attention off them for a little bit.
Oh yeah, go celebrate
You know what?
that.
Please do it.
You're doing a bouquet toss, right?
Yeah.
Have you practiced?
I was like,
Just straight
Thinking
into the
about-
ground behind you.
because I know really good shoulder stretches. I'm like, I've had people text me. They're like, throw it my way. But
No.
like, yeah.
Was it my mom?
No.
That's on them. They got to fight for it because your
Yep.
back's to them. But like, you want to make sure it's released at a proper angle because like you see somebody go
It
barely-
always
Straight
hits
to
the
the floor,
chandelier.
hits the
straight to the
chandelier.
floor. And then
Is there
it's a-
bad luck if it hits the floor? Like, has that ever
No.
happened? Okay.
And if someone says that, they can piss off. Like,
I
you know,
don't
it's
know.
bad luck. You got to redo it. Get out of here.
But I will say shout out to my sister and my mom because they have been helping so much on the East Coast. They're freaking killing it. Like my sister's doing any last minute, like any DIY stuff that we're doing, she's like handling that so that when we get there, it's already done.
Have they gotten, do they go to the venue a lot or they don't?
No, nobody. We don't have
No,
to go to
they
the venue
haven't.
at all.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you guys lose your voices easy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just go ease into talking. Don't
Yeah.
go too hard and don't strain yourself. If there's music playing and you know the words of the song,
Just mouth it.
Yeah,
Do not
we
scream
had this
and
whole
shout.
conversation because we did
Yep.
karaoke the other night, and I said the day of our wedding, remind me if I'm talking too much because I don't want it. The next day I'm going to be shot. I just don't
Yeah,
want to
just
deal
you don't
with
need
that.
like shout at people across the room.
Yeah.
If you need something communicated, go say it.
Just
But
get like
It's
a
very
beautiful
hard.
white muzzle.
It's hard for me because I like to be on and I like to match people's energy so no one thinks I'm in a bad mood.
yeah, because
That-
it's the
that's
worst. It's your own
work.
wedding and your voice is gone
Yeah.
and you can't talk to. You're like, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Mariah, that's going to be work for you.
horrible.
Talking to everybody.
Ugh.
Oh
okay.
boy.
Just
I'll
thank you
try
so
to do it
much
for
for
you.
coming. Oh my gosh, you look fantastic. How are things?
Mariah, I'm like this. She says thank you for coming tonight.
Did you guys do the under the dress garter thing?
No, we did not.
Okay, because
What?
we're doing the garter toss, but I'm like,
But
we're
it's not going like under my dress.
I don't
what?
understand. You've never seen that
Oh,
where the
and they
groom
spend a
goes.
little too long, and everyone's like, "Woo!"
Yeah, or they like
It comes
they,
out
like,
in their mouth. They're like, I'm like, what, bro? I literally couldn't come up from that and then look at her parents, like just
right, right.
what I don't.
So
get
the garter is around the bride's leg,
Yes.
and traditionally it's a very like 80s, 90s thing.
Yes.
The bride sits in a chair, and the groom literally goes under her dress and grabs it.
I haven't
Some
seen
of them
that.
do pranks
And
where
it
they come out with like granny panties or
big-
like
big underwear.
Make a joke out of it.
Yeah.
I like the joke.
I think my dad did that actually.
The
now I'm thinking
underwears,
about
the
it.
big underwears.
The
You're
big
not going
underwears.
fully under? Or are you just making eye
No,
contact?
no. It's just gonna be sitting on a table. I'm not even gonna wear it.
Oh, great. But
I don't
it's still
want-
a toss?
I'm still gonna
Yeah,
Nice.
slingshot it.
Yeah, I just think it's like, yeah. Are there kids at your wedding?
yeah.
a couple.
Couple.
We have like 7 under 5, and then there's like a few teenagers.
Are there like, are you guys doing like pass arounds of like light up strobes and like,
No.
No,
okay, good, yeah.
Well, that's why you- that's why you
it's
have
the worst with
flashlights.
the damn kids at the wedding.
They're
and then
running
you get
around
the
like they're
light up
swords.
styrofoam things, and then it's just fucking Star
Yeah.
Wars, and then you decide to hit one, and then that kid's targeting you all night, going, "Haha, you hit me, I hit you," and just, I fucking hate that shit. But
All right.
I've had a good time.
they're fun, but yeah, we just like the only thing
The
that
kids
we're
coming are the ones that are in the party, the ring bearers and flower girls, and their
Yes.
siblings, and all their siblings are like newborns. Like they're all like babies. They're all like 2, 3.
Got it.
So
But one thing we saw at her cousin's wedding that we just went to recently, all the sandals for the girls to wear on the dance floor.
Oh, yes.
to change out of your heels.
So
Yes.
instead of being like barefoot, because a lot of time
You know,
glass.
I feel like I don't see a lot of that.
So we got some shoes for
Yeah.
people.
Good. What about the boys?
You can
Those heels hurt me too.
have 'em.
Those shoes hurt me.
You can wear some flippy floppies.
Yeah, I probably will. Are you gonna allow me to wear a wife beater at some point? Like, can I be on only my wife beater at some point?
Yeah, you could do it for the after party. Why
Okay,
not?
good. Thank God, because
After
I get disgusted. Like I'm just sweating through it
Right.
because I'm gonna be dancing a lot. as you
Suspendies or
guys
no
know.
suspendies?
For
No.
the groomsmen, no.
Cummerbunds?
No cummerbund.
Got it.
A vest.
Got it. Oh, nice. Nice touch.
Black tank top or white?
White.
Black tank top.
You can
under
see
a
that.
white
I'm
shirt.
asking to be nice. I don't know what if you see me with a color that you don't
I
want.
personally don't like the look of a wife beater under
So you wanna
a
be-
white dress shirt.
I'm not wearing it under the night. I would pretty much wear it when I'm like seeping through.
Who do you think
my
you
shirt.
are? Is it Zane Leo Skeppy?
Where are you keeping this tank top during the wedding?
The room that we're isn't our room in the same venue?
You're gonna go back to the room to grab a tank top?
Yes, absolutely. What do you mean? Do you know how much?
to show off those guns?
Yeah.
It's just
I
like,
don't think you forget how much I sweat during wedding. I'm disgusting.
Just do the classic. Take the bow tie off, unbutton the shirts, show some chest meat.
yeah. So it's
I don't think you want to see. And trust me, like no one's gonna want to be around me if I like get like that. I get so drenched. It's disgusting. And then I'll be separate. And then you'll be like, "Where's Zane?"
You know what we
It's
did?
me. I'm drying up in the corner.
By the AC vent. He's
Yeah.
just
Oh, they're just ringing him out.
Yeah.
You know what we did the other day that made me lose my voice pretty much? Like it gave me like a sore throat. We went to different department stores because we wanted to pick out each other's perfume and cologne for the day of.
oh, cute.
So we were running around like 4 different department stores, and halfway through, I like took a whiff of just another one, and my
Oh, it came back.
my entire throat immediately started hurting. And I was like, did I just get sick? Like, what just happened?
my throat started to hurt too. I started feeling funny because we were just all literally
Just
for hours just
Huffing it,
whiffing.
yeah.
smelling different perfumes, colognes, things like that.
And I
then
ended up being like sick for the night. And then I woke up with a crazy sore throat. And then I looked it up, and it's a thing. Like, if people complain all the time, they're like, I was testing out perfumes, and then I
Yeah.
automatically got sick.
That's wild. Is it the amount you're taking in, or
yeah, I think it's just all the, I'm sure, particles and stuff and all that.
Just the
whatever.
fumes.
Causes inflammation and just like, yeah.
This episode of Unfiltered is brought to you by Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
Every time we use Booking.com to find a place to stay in the U.S., we know they'll have exactly what we're looking for. They have a huge variety of options from hotels to vacation rentals, and I know I can find exactly what I'm looking for. I've found Booking.com has something for everyone.
And everybody knows I'm super into amenities and what all a hotel has to offer. And Booking.com makes it so easy to see exactly what you get. Because, I like to have a gym. I like to have a sauna, even like a little pool. And I use Booking.com every single time I want to find a hotel. They just make it so easy to get exactly what you're looking for.
Exactly. No matter who you are, Booking.com helps you find a stay that's ridiculously right for you.
Find exactly what you're booking for on Booking.com. Booking, yeah.
Did you get your car situation
Yes.
figured out?
I just got that locked in yesterday, actually.
Oh, good. I didn't want to stress you out with it, but I know that last week you were trying to lock in something.
Yeah.
There was one thing that was going to happen.
Yeah, so I
got
ended
a
up
car.
finding this company in New Jersey that does car rentals for weddings and things like that. And they only had one vintage car. And it was the exact car that I had been looking for.
Thank
No
God.
way.
Crazy. The
Yes.
color and everything. It's
Really?
like perfect.
Picture of that one that you showed me.
So the black one that I showed you,
yes.
that ended up being down in North Carolina.
Oh, all right.
But for some reason, it popped up as one that was close,
okay.
but it wasn't.
Was it like a
Literally,
private owned? Like what's the
the black one was a private owner.
the one you're getting?
The one that I'm getting is from a
Dealership?
specific car rental spot.
Manual or automatic?
Manual, baby.
But you know how to drive that?
Come on now.
He's just
driving away.
It's so pretty though. That's it.
Ooh.
Oh, that's it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that's really
Oh, that's
Of
like
course-
James Bond.
Of course,
Yeah.
it's a Porsche. It had to be.
Porsche.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Just name
And
her. Just name her daughter's Porsche. Porsche, but spell it not like Porsche, but spell it like Porsha.
they're- Okay.
Or like Portia.
Oh,
Porsche.
TIA.
Portia?
Or I knew a Porsche that was spelled that way.
I think that's how Ellen's wife spells it.
Yeah, I think so.
Ellen who?
DeGeneres.
DeGeneres. Is she? Did she move to London?
Probably. I mean,
think
she
so,
probably
yeah.
already has a house in London. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's perfect.
I remember one time, Ellen and her wife Portia were at a party, and I was looking for Patricia, and they were standing right in front of me, and I go, Patricia, and then Portia looked back at me that's not my name, and I'm like, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Patricia.
Oh, boom.
Bitch.
I just remember she looked at me and
Tell
was just
her.
what are you saying to me right now? I'm like, no, I'm talking to Patricia. It's
Nasty.
just a weird moment. And Patricia's like, why are we in the middle of Ellen DeGeneres and her wife right now?
Just the look back, that's not my name.
Are you, when you drive away in the getaway car, are you just going around the block and coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
Now the driveway for the venue is basically a big circle, so we're just gonna circle to the after party.
Yeah. Nobody needs to know that.
Nobody needs
you
to
lose
know.
the keys. You're like, he's like, all right, congratulations, give me the keys back. Yeah.
Amazing. All right, cool. Well, we're excited. When you guys are listening to this, it already happened. So
Whoa.
We're married right
I
now.
wonder how it went.
Our rings are done.
Wait, what were you getting done with the rings? They weren't done.
The final picture. Our wedding bands.
Oh, lovely.
I had it custom made, so I drew it on a piece of paper when we went to the jeweler.
Okay.
And they made it this week, and it's just now finished.
When you and Scott went in to the Rolex store in Vegas, and you guys went in and both bought Rolexes, they sold them to you right on the spot? You didn't have to get on wait list or schmooze them or talk
So
to them.
this
Did
was-
you?
you don't have to be on a wait list to buy
No,
a
this was
Rolex.
before.
Some
Rolex
are.
used to have a stock, so you could go into a Rolex store and pick it out like normal shopping
Used to win.
before COVID.
Okay.
So pre-COVID, you could go into Rolex dealers, you could go into a lot of high-end watch shops and be able to buy a watch on the spot.
God, yeah, just one Rolex, please.
Then the whole COVID thing happened, prices went up, and then you weren't able to buy them anymore.
Oh, you can't buy them right now?
No.
No.
It's a process of going into a store and getting a Rolex that you want. You really they sometimes will not just sell it to you there on the spot. You have to network with the person,
Yeah.
kind of schmooze them up,
Or you
talk
have to,
about what you
have to
have in
order
mind.
one.
You got to also kind of maybe look at something that's on the lower end and then say, I'm going to treat myself. I really want the one you actually want.
It's kind of how
and
you
then
just
work your
found
way
out about
up.
the Birkin bag situation.
Oh my God. It's what's the word? It's get over yourself. Just if
Yeah.
somebody wants the fucking watch or wants the fucking bag, just give it to them. I don't understand this no, we have it, but no, you have
No,
to
there's none in
have to
stock.
kiss her ass a little first. It's Go fuck yourself.
It just sounds like complicated. It sounds like buying a car. Like, how long are you there for? I don't know. There's a Rolex that I've been like eyeballing, but I'm like, I just want to go in the store and be like, give it to me.
Yeah.
It looks great. Let's go.
Now.
I don't.
I got mine from Torno.
Oh, okay. The one in Vegas?
Yes.
You guys were not in the Rolex store.
Not a Rolex. It was
in the mall. Or in the hotel, sorry.
Yeah, so Torno does like secondhand watches, high-end jewelry, stuff like that.
Got it.
So I bought it from the Torno.
Torno for the watch.
Prezi playing
Wow.
Never
Good job,
caught that.
Mariah. Oh my, I didn't even know you
Heath taught me that.
Jane. But she remembered it. It was so weird because now you have to basically, like Zane said, you have to kiss ass for like any high-end designer thing and like these watches, blah, blah, blah. But when we went in there, they were getting us champagned up. Like, they were the ones working for the sale.
Like, they wanted you to buy it.
Yes.
They were wanting this deal to happen.
Yeah.
There wasn't just this like power.
Now
of being
you have
like,
to go in and bring a bottle of champagne
for
to the
them.
Rolex.
Yeah, you got to schmooze them. Can I take you out to dinner
Yeah.
to sell me this watch?
How did the hell that was after COVID?
The
that just
switch up is crazy.
Stupid.
That is
and
so
people went
interesting
for it.
because, like, yeah, there was the watch, and I was like, "What? You can't just go in and buy it?" And I was reading all about it, and I'm like, "How did Scott and Heath go in and get it?"
It was a different time.
I hit up my friend who works at Hermes through DMs because you can't just like buy a Birkin, and Remy just wanted to connect to somebody there, and my friend is like high up in the company, so I was like, oh, let me DM him for you if you want to like have a
Got
relationship.
it.
And I texted him, and the day I was like, hey, do you have like a Birkin in store? And he literally goes, people are waiting 5 years for a Birkin, not gonna happen.
What the heck?
Brand
Isn't
new.
that crazy?
Like for people that like are high, like for people that have good relationships, they're waiting 5 years.
Yeah.
To me,
To get a brand new.
I think everybody should just stop buying Birkins so they stop this foolishness. This whole fucking bullshit, whatever. I bet you if people stop buying it, they'll go, oh, never mind here.
But that's why, because they make it so hard to get. They make it so exclusive. That's why the used price is so high, because they buy them for $8,000-$10,000 and you could sell it for $30.
Get the Walmart Birkin. It's the same fucking material. It's the same material.
Yeah, but I feel like if you give it a Birkin, use the fucking Birkin. Like Jane Birkin, like beat her Birkin.
Like beat it up. Yeah,
like the Olsen twins were known.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be just like a big ass tote that you carry around and you have it for the rest of your life and you put wear and tear on it. It's just expensive.
It's the whole conversation about like people, they see somebody who has a really expensive, like hard to get car, and they give them shit. They're like, if I had that, I'd use it as my daily driver. These people, they buy these cars and they don't even drive them. It's like, well, I get the idea of like wanting to like drive them, but you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
It's kind of like a baby that you worked to get.
Yeah, exactly. Or scuff it up. I would scuff my cars up. I'd go hit curbs.
Zane, I saw this video. It was this really wealthy guy, and it was one of the most painful videos I saw, but he had just bought this brand new car that was like insanely expensive. And he goes, time for like the christening, whatever he called it, I don't remember. Really wealthy dude. And he goes up to it and he goes to the side of the car and he just goes, boom. And he hits it and puts a giant dent and like scratch into the paint. And he goes, now I don't have to worry.
That's what I would do.
Every new car, he'll
You know what? I get that.
I get that
so
too.
like
I
so
would
that
do
if he gets a paint chip or if he gets a door ding or if something happens to it, it's just like
it's whatever. And I kind of think about that, the dent on my Defender, because you look at Casey Neistat, his is beat the fuck up because he's used it. It's a Defender. It's supposed to be
it's
out
what it's
dinging
made
up
for,
against
right?
Trunks of trees and stuff. So I'm like, it just adds character to it.
I don't mind it.
But
I don't
like,
mind the scuff.
But yeah, people were like losing their mind in the comments when he did that.
Not when it's like so noticeable though, like a scrape on your chin. It's just too. It's too in the middle.
Yeah.
I want it around the wheels. I want it maybe on the bottom back of the car.
Yeah.
It can't be like too out in the
I think
open.
it just gives you some mental relief. Like, I don't have to keep thinking it's just in this pristine condition and you beat yourself up if something does like ding itself, because it's bound to happen.
It's how I would feel when I get a new phone. You have like the screen protector, you have this, and then like as soon as like you get like a scratch or like a little chip in the screen, you're like, now I don't have to baby it anymore.
When I got my
it's
Tesla,
like a relief.
I lease my Tesla every 2 years. Literally, I don't know what the fuck happened. The second day, hole in my taillight.
Oh yeah,
like,
I know.
Like
Your
a
new
rock
one, yeah.
just flew into it from like the highway or something, and I was like, oh well, I don't have to worry about my car any dings anymore. I already have a nice little whack right in the taillight. And the rock is in there. You see it like chilling in the taillight.
I feel like I have a chip, like the tip top. It's so tiny from like a rock. But then I also feel like I have like chip-proof glasses because there's like these squiggly lines in it where it's like almost shatter-proof. Where like
it
if
keeps
it does
it
get
from
shattered, it won't like keep
spidering
growing. Yes.
And insurances, they don't cover the ones where rocks just fly randomly through the car because it happens all the time.
What I don't understand is how do they fix like cracks in glass that without even like removing the windshield?
They replace
I thought they like pour something in it, and
if it's
like
a tiny little like pinhole chip crack thing like that, you put it. It's like on like a suction thing that goes around it on the glass, and then you fill the crack in with like a liquid.
yes,
And then the liquid fills in like where it was chipped and cracked, and then you would just smooth like what was like a little bit raised, hit it with like a razor, and you like
interesting.
smooth it so it fills in the crack to make it like not noticeable.
But if you like looked really hard, maybe you could see some slight distortion in it.
But Safe Light is the best. If ever you get a crack
Safe
or
Light repair, Safe Light replace.
they're
Brilliant jingle. It's weird I've
they're
never
amazing.
said that jingle out loud, but right when you said it, I'm like,
I just replaced the back glass in my Lightning.
good on you.
I can't wait to see it fully done.
It's getting close.
Oh my God. Are you going to take me out for a spin for a coffee
Of course,
talk?
we're gonna do a little coffee talk.
He spills on the seat.
I just redid all the interior too. Full upholstery on the seats and everything.
Oh, we should
It
smoke a
looks
cigarette
brand-
in the car and let it smell
No,
like
the
that
amount of
again.
cigarette burn holes in my seats
Well, we should
before
bring it back.
That's one skill I wish I was really good at. Is just like reupholstering things. Like you
It
find like a
was
cool vintage chair, but you're like, I'm gonna
furniture,
find the
yes.
fabric, I'm gonna whip
Put
it
the new
together,
foam.
all of that. Oh, that's such a skill. Or like people who do crown molding and adding like wainscoting on stuff and just or redoing stairs. God, I just wish I could do it.
Yeah.
Maybe I
can?
could. I could. It's just the power saw, keeping my chill and committing to it. I think if I had a workshop, I could actually do it. I just don't.
You just have
like,
to do it one time.
Yeah.
Like this is my
Yeah.
first time redoing like the interior on my car. Like I had to pull the old ones off and then go in with hog rings, and you like hog ring the new seat cover into the foam, and then you're pulling it down, and
It's an art. It's a skill.
there's so many great videos out there on YouTube to learn.
Yes.
Like I watched like a few videos and I was like, okay, I think I could do it. And then
at
you
this
just
point, I
try
feel
it.
like you just like you don't even have to go to school anymore. You just learn everything
Dude,
off
it's the
YouTube.
best.
It's insane.
You really
Insane
can
how much you
figure out
learn.
how to do anything.
I struggle with painting now. I really can't paint walls worth shit.
Really?
Especially like
I thought he
putting
was
a
gonna
color.
like meaning like a beautiful paint. I really struggle with painting.
No, just painting
walls.
a wall.
What-
It drives
what
me
makes it hard for
mad
you?
because you do the roller, you get it going, but then some parts of it aren't even, and then you start working on that, and then you step back and you're like, you got to do another.
Well,
coat.
you coat it. You have to coat a wall at least like 3 times.
Yes,
so
but
it
it's
doesn't-
still. I know.
You using rollers?
Yes,
Yeah.
using
Good
rollers.
rollers?
Yeah, good rollers. Of
Cheap- 'cause
course,
cheap
but
rollers will-
I'm
will
just not that
suck.
skilled, and I drive myself crazy on it. Where I feel like it's not perfect and it hasn't fully set. It's like, you know, if you're editing a photo for too long, you're like, I don't even think this looks good anymore.
Yeah.
Or if you're a musician, and you're working on a beat, you're like, this just sounds weird now. Painting, I just keep overthinking it and it drives me mad. I wish I was good at it and I knew it takes practice.
I know people use like the spray paint gun, like that, or the
Yeah.
Is that better? Does
That's
that
more
like
for, like,
coat
outdoor.
better?
Like the exterior you can just cover so much more space way faster.
But why don't you do interior with that?
Well, it's tough because like if you were gonna like spray, you're
It's not like
you got to be experienced with it. I bet the first time you do it, you're going to be like, whoa! And then, like, hit
Little
the seal.
Rascals where he's on the hose, the water.
Well,
hose.
no, not the one with the hose. I thought there was like kind of
Yeah,
less
they're
harm.
hooked up
ones.
to either like an air compressor or
Yeah.
something like that, but there's just like it's kind of like overkill, especially indoors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can,
Oh, yeah, inside.
and then you got to cover the floor. It's just like
How do you get this episode is interesting. How do you,
we are all over
How
the
do you
place.
get you know how people have like it's the my mom has it in
Texture?
the house.
Like epoxy?
It's textured. It's like textured, but it's like it has ridges, but not like cement ridges, but more like what you see inside houses.
Like plaster?
Like a stucco?
Like
Is it stucco?
Yeah, you go in and you like have a scalpel, like you put like the putty on it, and then you just like
It's
move
not
it in
putty
different,
though.
like-
It's the yes, that.
Stucco?
to give the wall like a finish so it's not flat.
It's crazy how popcorn ceilings, how they just thought that was
I
just
lo-
going to be.
Dude,
You
I
love popcorn
love
ceilings?
popcorn
No,
ceilings.
you wouldn't like it in your house though.
I mean, I
There's
grew
something
up
cool-
with popcorn ceilings
Yes.
in like my parents' first house as a kid. Like it's nostalgic, but it's just such a weird thing that they did with ceilings of like this is faster and it finishes quicker.
Was it
And-
faster?
Yeah, it was faster for them to like finish up ceilings by doing it.
It also covers any imperfections. So if there was like a little crack or like a little dip or something was not perfect in a flat surface,
You would
just
never catch a
easier to
leak.
hide. Like
Yeah.
it. I don't know. I like popcorn. It's like it's coming
kinda
back for me now.
warm.
Yeah.
I want to see
Warm vibe.
popcorn ceiling in your house.
When we get to Tennessee, I'm sure we'll have like a cool basement with popcorn.
Yeah.
Did you guys see on TikTok there this girl was showing all like the like the Hallmark cards, like birthday cards and like anniversary cards in the section like at any store. She saw a whole section that had work husband and work wife cards.
Shut up.
Where you
Shut
give
up.
it to like a girl or a guy that's like your work wife. Isn't that crazy?
There's no way they're promoting that.
But
Wait.
But with the
for
person,
it says for my work wife, like blah 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 blah.
Yeah, right.
It has to be for single people, right?
it has to be. It has to be for single people as a joke. I don't think anybody who is married would buy that card.
Why do I see people that are
very
married buying that card, though?
weird. Then they must have looked at the data on Etsy and realized that people were buying these types of cards.
Yeah.
And then we're like, okay, well, we should put these in stores since people are buying them if there's
Yeah.
been a demand for it. I think it has to be. Yeah, I don't see.
It's more of a joke.
It's more of a joke.
Isn't like every job against workplace relationships?
No, you just have to you have to tell somebody or you have to tell HR that you're in a
Right.
relationship.
But even you
You're
can't-
allowed to be in a relationship.
But these people who have a work wife and a work husband, like they're kidding. But like if you're buying them a card,
You're not
there's
kidding.
something
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
underlining, you know?
Yeah, it's
But
very
I can
weird
also
to put
see-
it,
I
like,
guess-
in print.
I can
Like,
see a
Yeah.
girl. I guess I also see a girl getting a work wife card for a girl like work like employee.
Oh, like a girl got it like for her
My work wife,
For, like,
yeah,
her girl
I can
best-
see
we
going
run this
multiple
branch
ways
together. You're my
yeah,
work
yeah,
wife.
yeah, exactly.
Like you like this person. To
Yeah,
have-
I mean,
to
I saw
give
all
them
the
a card.
all the comments were from girls like that would put me in a spiral if I found out my husband got some girl.
Me
like,
being your amazing work husband is enough of a gift. You're
Ooh.
welcome.
That's given. We
Flirtatious.
fucking and work the place.
Have you ever worked with anybody who was like in a relationship
At work?
at like at a workplace? Like you worked
Yeah.
somewhere and they were in a relationship.
I haven't.
I think it's like it's different when like the one person is like a person of power and the other person like I can
Yeah.
understand two
Yes.
people in two different departments
Right.
dating each other and like being married. Like that's fine. It's a little different though if it's like you're on a team and there's a boss and the boss is like dating like or
Michael and
married
Jan.
to.
But you can't even even if you report that, they won't allow. Like they're gonna be like, you need to.
I think you have to like move them around or something. I don't know what the law
I think any
is.
sort of like corporate job like that. Like I worked for. Remember I told you I was a janitor for that gymnastics company.
Yes.
That was owned by a husband and a wife that like started a private business. So I think that's you know what I mean.
That's that's okay.
But I've never worked at a job where like coworkers were like together or
they
anything like that.
or they started dating.
Or if
in
like,
the
if like a
work.
waitress is like dating the manager, isn't that like a little like not
that's a
fair
little-
and
that's a
weird?
little
Like,
funny.
oh, you get to just clock out whenever you want, or you get to ask
you
off
get
for
more
days.
hours.
If it becomes unfair about asking off for time, and then the person of power is lenient to like their significant other, sorry, that's not fair.
allowed.
Wait, this card for my work husband on Valentine's Day. I finally found someone just as inappropriate.
At least it's owning it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
what are you
Wait,
talking about at work?
Wait, this caption, HR will be busy this month.
That's crazy.
That clearly means you're talking about some nasty stuff at work.
Yeah.
You know what I see that's like super common now? Anytime I go to like a restaurant or a coffee shop, the gossiping between the workers while I'm standing there trying to
it's
order
been happening
is
so
out of
often. You're
control.
so
Heath,
right.
that's crazy that you
Wait,
brought that up because I need to
yes.
say something too.
No, go ahead. I have nothing to say. I'm backing that up because it's been happening so often where I'm like,
It's so
I'm
so
like, is anybody
unprofessional.
gonna
lucky for
look at
them.
me?
Lucky for them, I'm so nosy and interested, so I'll let them do it. But I'm like,
Like in front of you, yeah.
I literally just watched two people gossip and complain about a customer that was right in front of me. And the dude walked like was like still in like earshot. And they were going nasty things that they were saying about this man.
Ooh.
Like,
it's been happening a lot.
but
and
you
I'm
could
standing
have
there like,
easily been like,
That's my dad.
or no, literally, it could have been. You could even gone to the guy and be like, because that pissed you off. You're like, hey, I want to let you know they're fucking right in front of other customers
And
just talking.
it was a long time too, where I'm standing there like ready to place my order, and I'm just
like,
it was
there's
weird.
like one girl, like I went to a coffee shop. There was like one girl squatting on the floor, like fixing the cups, but I know the tactics. I've done them all. Like, she wasn't really doing anything. She was just moving the cup side to side and talking to the cash register from the floor. And she was like, yeah, he said that. And then after that, and I'm standing there like waiting to order. I'm like, damn.
I wish I could say the place I was at, but I don't want to just in case. But I was at this, it was like a cafe, like a coffee shop. And I mean, first of all, the line was out the fucking door, right? And there was one station like open, but there was about 8 people back there. 5 of them weren't doing anything, right? It was crazy. Like the whole line was just like interesting, but like nobody said anything. And you just see all of them cussing at each other, but not like fighting, but just almost like, I'm ready to fucking clock out. And this is like a very, like, this is a high end work that like you should not be talking about. And they're just going off to just, and nobody was like quieting the other person, like, yo, like chill. Nothing. They were all on the same level, just out of control. And you're sitting there like, there's no way like this is allowed. This is crazy.
It got really lenient. I don't know why.
It's crazy that like they don't even have any shame with like a bunch of customers seeing that. I could never.
Oh, you know my friend Ryan, the clothing company?
Yes.
He was telling me he caught one of his employees on the security camera in the store. There's like, it's a really sick shop. So there's like a couch, like it's like a vibey, like warehouse, like leather and like just like cool automotive clothing. So there's like a nice leather couch that's like off in the corner, like where customers can like sit and hang out, whatever. And he saw on the camera his employee. He has like one person at a time running the shop.
I'm guessing this person's not working there anymore.
He is still working there.
Oh God.
So he sees on the camera the guy sitting there on the couch. He brought his Xbox to work. He brought a full-blown flat screen TV to work.
And blankets.
And he's sitting there this is in the clothing store.
No way.
On the couch, covered with a blanket, pulls the TV up, plugs in his Xbox, and he's in the corner of the couch just sitting here playing Xbox on the clock, working.
Unbelievable. And did he know that there's also security cameras all around and they can see him and he just thought like it was fine?
Don't know, but Ryan was like, dude, the ball's on this guy. Like, honestly, like that's crazy.
It sounds like he was playing a prank on him. Like that doesn't make any sense.
So the other workers at the store saw it on the security cam too. They were like all gossiping, talking about it or whatever. And then they took a screenshot of him in the blanket, covered up, playing Xbox like while working, and made it the background for the work computer. So when he came in the next shift to work, he saw himself like basically busted on the work computer. And so, like just to like confront him and like be like, dude.
One of our like family friends, like another mom, was out at Costco, and she was there at Costco, and she saw another mom like across the floor shopping, and realized it was like one of another mom that we like all grew up with. And this mom did not like this mom, always didn't like this lady, didn't because they always like hated each other. Their kids used to date. It was just like, she was like, oh my gosh, that's her. Oh gosh, how's she been? Looking at this woman, and was about to like maybe go up and like run into her and say hi, but just decides to watch her for a bit. The mom puts on a hoodie like at Costco and just like trying it on, and then puts on her other jacket, zips it up,
and stole it.
She stole
it. And then, the mom saw all of this happen watching her. And then instead of going up, she decided to go up to security and say, by the way, this woman just stole a jacket. I know who this woman is. This is her name. And then just like left.
No way.
Yeah. Just it was just petty, but just like, oh, that's her. Oh, she's
I wonder how she's doing.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Just like, it was just like catty mom stuff.
Yeah.
Of just
being,
being,
but if, like the moment she's looking at her, she's just like, stealing something.
And now she's stealing. Well, you know what? I'm going to report this just to be like, fuck you.
It's really funny.
It was too perfect of a situation for her not to tell somebody because she's going to come back next time. They're going to, and she's going to be like, how the hell Did they see that?
Right.
I would have walked up. Love the hoodie.
Where did
give
you
like a
get
look.
that? Oh, is the tag? Do you still have your tag?
Well, looks like you're doing well.
Oh, do you remember that asteroid I was talking about?
Yeah.
Well, NASA has made an emergency decision as they confirm it is too late to deflect the asteroid.
too late. Isn't it hitting in like 10 years?
Yeah, but it's
What? What?
it's
too late.
Me coming up with an excuse.
Yeah.
It's just too late. I can't do it anymore.
they said it's too late, so we
How
can't.
is it too late? That
Because it's probably coming too fast.
That makes it
towards Earth, so it can't be moving too much.
I am not an astrophysicist.
Then figure it out. No, I'll do it. I'll shoot it. I could shoot it. I'll shoot it down. Send me off.
What if we push bikini?
if we
Bottom?
push Bikini Bottom.
Was it really 10 years, or did Heath exaggerate
yes,
that number?
yes, it was going. It was, or it still is.
All right,
It's
well,
It's supposed to hit
hit.
2035, you said?
Yes,
Something-
2035.
So the 10-year countdown starts now. That's actually kind of cool. If we have we know we have 10 years, that's a good amount.
Wait,
good
Zane,
amount of time.
it's like too much time to where you can't say like screw it and like life doesn't
Exactly.
like you still got to be like
but everyone's ready. Everyone's prepared though, so there's not gonna be any riots or anything.
2.3% chance, right? That's what
Yeah.
we said last time.
That's
2.3
a high chance.
or 2.1. Yeah, no, that is it's high.
That's pretty high.
It's high.
2%. If you get surgery, 2%, you're gonna die. That's scary.
what's that one question where it's like I don't know what they say exactly, but it's like there's 100 marbles whatever and one of them kills you, but for every marble you pick up you get like $10,000.
Right.
How many marbles are you picking up?
None.
Yeah, none.
Because it would only
Make
add up
them
to-
out
Like, it's just
bigger.
one in-
10,000 is crazy. Do
Okay,
like
100,000 per marble you pick up, but one of them kills you.
yeah, no.
None.
I'd pick up a handful.
A handful.
Just a handful.
Like 5?
Yeah, I think
He or Matt, really? Death.
I think it's worth a gamble.
What's the highest risk that we do?
Probably driving.
Driving for sure. Yeah, I think just the probability of it is actually
There's a
pretty
problem.
fucking
There's
crazy.
what's the percentage?
That you're going to get into an accident?
No,
I
not
don't
even an
know.
accident. Just like dying in an accident. Because like getting in an accident
even
is much
less.
different.
Even less. It's slim. You
I
shouldn't
think-
live your life in fear because of that.
Yeah.
You know?
I think your biggest risk in gamble is you probably sucking on that puff all
Shut
day.
up. You did the same shit. You did the shit. You know what? You smoke cigarettes. That's even worse.
I did.
Look at you now.
Matt, would you pick up one handful at a time, or would you individually select a marble at a time? You would just go like this.
Oh, you know what? I didn't think about. I think.
Like I would be like,
No, I think I would just like handful.
You know what I'll do, Heath? 2 corners.
Because I think the probability of me running into the one that like is the death ball would be like if I was picking them around, I think I would reach that. I don't think I don't know. I would trust the risk of them just a bunch in the little proximity versus picking around. I don't know. That's how I see
Very
it.
interesting. Yeah, 2 out of 100. That's like very. I wonder how many people would actually take that risk.
I'd maybe grab one.
One just for fun, and then you can tell everybody. It's such a conversation starter too.
It's weird how like people, build water parks, but also that someone might die at that water park.
Yeah.
Or like, you make a medication, someone might die because of that medication. But you build a car, someone will
Big
die
Pharma don't
because
give
of
a
something
fuck,
that
though,
is wrong
yeah.
with that car. It's just so crazy, like the risk people take on to create something, but you have to accept that. Yeah, it's
Someone will
someone's
die.
going to die. We build pools and people die in them. Like it's
You build Legos for kids.
right, and someone's bound to choke on them.
A Lego has killed somebody.
People choke. on
Yes,
toys.
of course.
A Lego.
Yes.
Did you guys see the new Amazon Prime trucks?
Yes, and how they're basically making it like a loophole.
So the Amazon Prime trucks, they have been going like electric,
Yes.
and they have like a funky little build to it, but they're showing new ones now where you have to pedal it to drive it.
Yes.
Like to save energy.
Well, you also don't have to have a license plate, so you don't also have to pay like tolls and stuff on it.
Huh?
And you don't. It's this way of like getting around not having to pay for things.
It's just so funny seeing these Amazon drivers and they're sitting behind a steering wheel.
Oh no!
No, but
Wait, I'm not gonna lie. I would do this.
It's bigger. They're bigger than this.
Wait, I would do this.
Some come a little bit bigger, but then part of me, I just think it's so fucking scammy of Amazon. They have so much money,
right?
Like,
And all
give somebody fucking.
No,
AC
I thought they were doing that to
vehicle
be eco-friendly. I thought.
No, it's more of a way for them to.
It's for them to save money for sure.
Save money.
This to save money?
Yes, because it like adds up. Like if they have to, it's like toll fines, and it's all the fines that come with actually having. You don't think it was
people
have to pay registration?
You don't think it was people going like, oh, I would like to move my body a little bit, or get some exercise while working.
That's how I look at it.
That's how I look at it too. I feel like it's
you're in the
somewhat
shade.
exercising.
You're covered. It's like being on a golf cart all day.
I don't know.
You're gonna have some good ass legs.
No, but put me closed cabin. Give me some air conditioning.
Put Jeff Bezos in one of those, and let's see how much he enjoys pushing that around town.
I mean, I'm sure it's not. I'm sure you're not biking the full weight of it. I'm sure it has to be some sort of.
It's electric assist.
Yeah. I mean, as long as there's electric assist, that sounds fun to me.
In certain types of areas, just don't block the bike lane and shit. I don't know.
So funny though.
My mom would totally want to do this.
I would do that.
When she was for
mail lady,
USPS.
What is that? What is that front at the USPS?
The new USPS truck.
Oh hell
no! Crazy.
What is that?
That may be more aerodynamic.
No. Boofy.
What, Zane? What country were
Boofy.
we in? Where all the cars are like, yes.
Boofy. That's ugly as fuck. Why would you want that? Looks so unappealing
it's
to
like
the
drawing
eye.
a car from memory.
Yes.
It really does.
Yes.
Where the cars in my dreams. No.
Yeah,
I hate that. I want to die. I hate that.
Yeah, it is pretty.
That literally my chin. That's what it looks like. Get rid of it.
Well, that is it for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we love you, and we will see you next week. If you want to check out our Patreon, we post a bonus episode every single month. We do a live Q&A every single month. We also keep these cameras rolling, so you get an extended cut of every single podcast, and you also get early access to the episodes. You get them ad-free. Again, all on patreon.com/Zane and Heath, and for $5, you get access to absolutely everything we've ever posted on our Patreon for the last 3-4 years.
You can check out these episodes every Monday audio form on all the podcast platforms and every Tuesday video form on youtube.com/Zane and Heath.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. Unwind. We'll see you in a second.
Mwah.
Peace.